Back on our screens Monday, April 10. Farmers looking for that forever person. You can watch Farmer Wants a Wife on 7 and 7 Plus. One of those farmers is a crop and cattle farmer from Cootamundra in New South Wales. Say hello to Brad, everybody. Hello, Brad.
G'day, how we going?
Good, thank you. Or should I call you Braddy Daddy?
No, it's just Brad.
That's from the first episode, which just off air, I asked if you'd seen it. I've received a media preview.
Yeah, right.
How you feeling about being on a love reality show, knowing that you're at the mercy of the edit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if, like, truly, if you're a bad person, you're going to look like a bad person. But are you worried that maybe it'll look more dramatic than it was?
No, I don't think so. I think for me, I was me the whole time. I didn't try and be someone else because there was a camera in my face. I was, what you see is what you get with me. So I didn't try and be someone that I wasn't. I went on there for one reason, and that was to find someone. And I was just being me the whole time. So yeah, that's what I wanted people to see is Brad, and I think that's what they'll get.
You're the go-to MC for local events. You're out and about. It clearly means you don't mind being the centre of attention. Not saying you're a total narcissist, but finding a partner has evaded you. And you talk in the first episode about how you were in a relationship and you were really fond of that person, but they wanted to be in a different place than you. Is that the main reason why you can't find love, or do we have to look closely and see if Brad has a bunch of red flags on him?
No, I think, for me, I've been, I didn't shy away from the fact I'd been in love twice before. And for whatever reasons, they didn't work. The previous relationship, she didn't want to be on the farm. And I thought, well, I don't want to, find someone else that doesn't want to be here. So I thought, well, the name of the show says a fair bit. It's Farmer Wants a Wife. It's not City Slickers, looking for a wife. So it's the farmer wants a wife, and the girls applying, know or somewhat want to be on a farm and want to be part of that lifestyle. So for a big part of me was, well, it's Farmer Wants a Wife. Let's see who applies and see who I meet.
Have you or had you seen the show before?
Yeah, I definitely watched it a fair bit in the past. So yeah, it was. I suppose for me, it was like holy crap! I'm going to be on this show, but like I said, I went on there to find someone, and they've advertised it that we all did find someone. So yeah, it's been a really good, I suppose, outcome for each of the farmers.
Now, there's been so many ridiculous scandals or rumours about fake farmers in previous seasons. Can you assure me, Brad, that you are a real farmer, or is this a pretend truck? That's a pretend shirt. Like, are you a real farmer this year?
Yeah, no, I'm real farmer. I've left home. I've got to get back home now to keep sowing a few crops. So yeah, I'm the real deal. That sounds a bit weird, but yeah, definitely the family farm, and everything you see there is the family farm. That's where I live, and I suppose I live there because I love it.
Were you prepared? Because you start with, I think it's like 8 ladies, and then you've got to whittle that down pretty quickly. Were you prepared for 5 women to be coming to the farm? And what was the process to, clean all that shit up before everyone arrived?
Yeah, it was, I suppose, I guess I wasn't ready. I guess when I met the 8 ladies and then had to pick 5 to come back to the farm, thought, righto, let's go back to the farm. But I suppose the first few days I would get up early and go do a bit on the farm, check on things, and then I'd come back to the house and walk into 5 ladies greeting you good morning. And that took a bit to get my head around. But prior to that, yeah, it was, I suppose, having a clean and tidy house, making sure that, but yeah, it looked nice. But yeah, I'm a sort of clean and tidy person anyway, so yeah, wasn't really worried about that. It was just wrapping my head around living with 5 ladies that are here for me, and yeah, it was quite a weird situation to be in, and I said that quite a fair bit throughout the show, that the word weird I used a fair bit.
It is a bizarre thing because as you're on this show because you're looking for someone to be your life partner, but then all of a sudden you've got 5 potentials living in your house. Like that's a big jump very quickly.
Oh, for sure. You do a day on the farm and then you go back and, it was usually just me. I'd have a beer and have dinner and go to bed. So to sit there and have dinner with 5 ladies and to try and, give them all the time of day they deserve and to get to know each of them individually and really work out, who you could see a future with was quite challenging.
How quickly did you get used to production wanting to get more slow-mo walking shots, jib arm shots, drone shots, you looking away from the camera, arm over a fence? Like, how long did it take you to get... Because you got to look appealing, Brad. Like, how long did it take for you to get used to that? Because it's a weird thing.
It is. I suppose, I'm a farmer. I'm not an actor. So it was quite funny to, I get now, but if you'd asked me previously, like you had to do 3 or 4 of the same shot to get a shot, it was a wide shot, a close shot, the slow-mo. And I suppose going on there, I thought, well, they'll get one shot of me saying g'day to them and that'll be it. We'll move on to the next thing. But, yeah, it was quite a bit to it, and it was quite funny to wrap your head around having to do things 4 times. But by the end of it, you sort of got used to it, what was expected, and you just did it because you knew it was coming. So, yeah, it was quite interesting to see the side of production too. So.
Oh, it's a lot. So you've got Matt, Brenton, David and Andrew alongside of you. You're the one who walks in first. There's a lot of lookers, including yourself this season, but there's always one farmer who gets the most attention from the media and social media. There's always someone who is apparently the most eligible. Who do you think it's going to be this season?
Oh, it's hard to say, but I think Brenton's going to get a fair bit of attention. He's quite
super shy.
Oh, he is, but he's not. Like he comes across like that, but to me, like I suppose I know him pretty well now. He's not. He's quite. I think his mouth might get him into trouble a bit during the show. I think he probably talks before he thinks about a few things, which I think won't be anything bad. It'll just be quite funny to watch him sort of dig himself in a bit of a hole, I think, with a few of the ladies and try and get himself out of it. I'm looking forward to watching him. So.
Did all the farmers get on? Because a lot of chat is about, how the women get on generally, and that's hard because they're all vying for one farmer essentially in the same house. But do you all get on? Because essentially you have to hang out a fair bit.
Yeah, we all got on really well. It was quite, I suppose that's what made the whole experience quite enjoyable was, we'd catch up at the events we went to, and it was quite nice to talk to them because they were going through what I was going through, was trying to work out, which of the ladies was best suited to you, and talk about, what they're going through and what I'm going through. And it was good to I suppose, have a shoulder to lean on, and because like I said, they were going through the same experience.
Am I going to be collectively with the rest of Australia and then eventually the world, because they do show this show worldwide, which is great. Am I going to be yelling at the TV, screaming at Brad for making wrong decisions, or what? You obviously can't give anything away, but like, how much am I going to be mad at you for poor decision making, Brad?
I don't think. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it was my decision, so I don't really, I don't, care. I suppose what other people think. And that's me. Like, if someone comes up to me and goes, "Oh, you should have chose someone else," I'll be like, "Yeah, whatever, mate. Like, that's your call. Everyone's different. I'm my own person, so I did what I thought was best for me. And like we said, it might look like that through the edit as well, but I've ended up with someone who, I'm in love with and I'm really happy with. So at the end of the day, I suppose it sounds a bit harsh, but I don't care what other people, how I come across. Like, people who know me know what I'm like, and
It's not harsh at all. That's exactly how you've got it. That's a good mindset going into a show like this with so many people, including myself, having opinions about your life decisions. So that's a very good mindset to be in. Now, I don't want you to give anything away, obviously, but the first question is there any specific drama in your house with the ladies? Yes or no?
No, I don't. I think I wouldn't say lucky, but no, I had a really good group of ladies there that, you know, they got on. They didn't get on at times because it got a bit tricky for them because they were all there, trying to get to know me, trying to win me over. So, you know, there was a bit of drama, I think, halfway through the show. I won't go into that as far as what happened. I think I'll let you watch it unfold. But it wasn't anything bad. It was, you know, it was a bit of a shock to me and to a few of the others. So that's about all I'll say on that one. And
as a town, how does Cootamundra feel about you being on Farmer Wants a Wife?
Yeah, I think I think everyone's pretty happy with it. I think, you know, the closer it's got to airing next week, I suppose my mug's popping up on a fair bit of stuff on social media and the newspaper and that sort of thing. So people are coming up and saying, "Oh, Farmer Brad," and it's a bit weird for me to wrap my head around it. But no, hopefully, it puts Cooter on the map as such. And when people come here, they go, "Oh, this is where Farmer Brad's from," and stop in and have a coffee or a beer at the pub and get to know the town. So yeah, it'll be good.
All right. Well, you are actually in the middle of a work day, so I'll let you go. But if you want to watch Brad find love, as Seven has said, all the farmers find love this year. So at least we know we're going to get some happy endings, at least at the end of the series. You can watch it April 10 on 7 and 7 Plus. Farmer Brad, thank you so much for the chat.
Thank you. Cheers.